welcome. And welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. If you're new, thank you. If you're a current subscriber or if you're back, also thank you. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all of the things that help me get some traction in the algorithm, because isn't that just life, right? Algorithms. Anyway, I wanted to do this quick intro. I did not do this on the Scorpio video. That's okay. But I wanted to do this quick intro because it's 2023 and we are no longer going to assume that people know things without us actually telling people those things, right? And asking for what we want. So I do want you to subscribe to the channel. I want you to come back, press the notification thing, bell thing, so you know the videos are posted whenever they get posted. I would love that. Also, I do have an Etsy store. The link is below, because in true manifesting generator form, my soul cannot just have one thing to focus on. I have to have a bunch. So I do have that. I actually have 2 Etsy stores. One of them is on vacation for now. What else? I am working on getting personal readings back up and running since I've been back, but also just kind of trying to surrender to the flow of that. I mean, I know that'll come exactly when it's meant to. Was there anything else? On Instagram, I post daily, quickie energy reads, like, tarot updates. I was posting those on YouTube, but like on YouTube Shorts, but there's like a 60-second limit to those, and they've just been longer than that. So my Instagram is going to be linked below as well, so check that out. What else? I thought that there was more, and now I'm like drawing a blank, because that's what happens when you are a little vulnerable, I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave it there. If there is anything else, I'll mention it at the start of the video. Hello. Or hello again, I should say. I think I said hello in the intro. Anyway, so let's see. There's only three left. This is how we're choosing this time. I wrote all of the zodiac signs, all of the human design profiles on their own pieces of paper. And let's see. Oh, okay. Taurus, the last zodiac sign. Where have you been? Hiding out. Okay, let's do it. So we're gonna choose an oracle card first, and then of course we'll get some additional info from the tarot. Well, there you go. Oh boy, this one hasn't even been out yet. Fruition. Look how gorgeous this is, and how perfect. Okay, I know there's that whole thing about, Tauruses and food. I'm a Taurus, and but I'm just like drawn to the top of this hat here. Like, all of the fruit, there's grapes, there's apples, there's some birds mixed in there, just other like earthly elements. I love that. They're wearing a mask. I mean, clearly there is something that you have been working on that is coming to fruition. Like, you're starting to either, kind of see all of the parts and pieces all connect together. Maybe you're even like getting to a point of, kind of putting it out there, presenting it in some kind of way. Harvest moon. When is that? Oh, I kind of want to Google it. I can't remember if that is September. It was September 10th, 2022. I wonder. So, I mean, there could be something that, this could have started in September of 22. And the harvest moon this year is September 29th. So, I mean, this could even be something that, like, its full glory is actualized in September of this year. This is number 37, which simplifies down to a 10. So, 1 being a new beginning. 0 is like, the amplifiers. I love this. I kept saying through some of these readings, and especially more in the last few days, because it was you and Capricorn that were left for the zodiac signs, and I just kept saying, Taurus is just not ready for their message or to bring their message out yet. Which is okay. Here we are. What a beautiful card. Beautiful start. We just need 6 cards. How many is this? 5. We have the 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Ace of Wands. One more. Whoa, did you see that? Queen of Cups and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay, let me just make sure everything is in frame here. Okay. I also love the similarity of colors between the Fruition card and the Hermit. I love that. What's up? We're missing the 8 of Wands. Okay. That would have been, I'm not gonna lie, that would have been crazy if we would have had all of the 8s out on the table. That would have been, I mean, we would have gone to buy lottery tickets or something, because that is rare for that to happen. But even to have 3 in a row, though, that is also rare. And these cards are shuffled so much. So anyway, my point is, it's just cool. It's just cool when shit like that happens. So we start with the 8 of Swords here. And the 8 of Swords is that self-inflicted mind prison. This is, us feeling trapped or without options, or even like feeling overwhelmed. Swords having to do with our thoughts, it's ideas, it's, how we perceive our realities. I see the Swords as being the card of ego also, because that's generally where we hear our ego, is in our minds. So, it's the stories that we attach to experiences, and that's how we perceive our experience, right? So in this depiction, we have this figure here. This, to me, I mean, it looks like a mirror here, and it's like, in reality, or even, like what you're showing to other people, you may be kind of putting on a face, that everything is fine, no big deal, I got it under control. But mentally, no. Mentally, it is a mess. And with it being the 8 of Swords, it's like, is this some old stuff coming up for you? Or is this a position that you kind of find yourself in a lot? So again, it's kind of self-inflicted in a way, because, are you in a position where you are overwhelmed by something, either what you're doing, or are there too many things going on, or not enough things? Like, are you maybe not satisfied with the options that you feel you do have? That's the 8 of Swords. And also, the message with the 8 of Swords is that you're like one decision away from changing that vibe. And I'm not even talking about like toxic positivity. Like, I'm not saying, focus on the positive, or it could always be worse. No, I hate that. But what I'm saying is there like a practical option for you, or is it really terrible to do the thing that you don't want to do? It could be, absolutely. But it's also paired with the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card. This is somebody who, wands having to do with action, communication. I see them as being the cards of information, whether it's information coming in or going out. It's the experiences that you've picked up along the way based on the actions that you've already taken. So, you try things, you get experience, you decide if you want to keep trying that thing or not. This is all like life lesson type stuff. It has to do with our creativity and passion also, because it's fire. And with it being a 9, this is a completion. This is, getting to the end of that, and even just, kind of giving yourself a break. It's like, catch a breath, don't give up. This could also just be, if it is something that you are clearly really passionate about and that you do want to bring to fruition. This is very, like, it definitely has Pentacles vibe to it, because that's basically, like what the Pentacles do. The Pentacles talk about the 3D. It's all the tangible things. So it's bringing our manifestations down into the physical world, into our physical worlds, right? So this could be something that you have been working on for some time and have a deep passion about. And this is saying, again, there's this final push here, and you might be seeing, like I said, right, there's when you start something new, there's all of these bits and pieces, and eventually, right, based on the actions that we take, eventually they get to a point where everything starts coming together. You can start seeing, like the actual object of the thing starting to materialize. And then we have the 8 of Cups here, and the cups having to do with our emotions, heart space, how we feel about a thing, about a person, about our lives, about what we're doing. And in this 8 of Cups, there's all of these cups that they've kind of already gone under. You can see that. I can't see the camera. This one is not quite all the way underwater yet, but you can see the outlines of the other ones. But then there's this one, the Ace of Cups, that still has a fire going in it. She's not carrying any cups with her. And the 8 of Cups talks about walking away from something. It's walking away from what is no longer serving you. And you're walking towards the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, purpose. And that's just over this horizon here. So there might be something here that maybe is not quite, this could even be your current job. It could be your current relationship. It's like, there's something that's still going on here, but on an emotional level, you're moving towards what brings you the most fulfillment. And that could just be, like I said, it's just tying up loose ends is kind of how that feels. But I love that this the 8 of Cups comes after this situation, because this could even just be something that you have been mulling over for some time. Like maybe there is something that you have put a lot of time and energy into, whatever it is, whether it is a relationship or whether it is a business or the current job that you're in. And maybe it didn't go the way that you expected it to go, or the energy of it might have changed recently too. And that could be because there was something else that you were working on, or a new passion, might have even sparked from this, because we have the Ace of Wands here. And that is that spark. It's a new beginning with an ace. You know, the fire is at their third eye and, you know, kind of crown area up here. I feel like everybody on this card is the same person. It's like the journey through the eights. Like this person is now, you know, coming from the Eight of Swords and they're leaving this whole situation behind because they are focusing on what brings them pleasure, what brings them joy, what they love doing. And then we'll talk about, of course, the Eight of Pentacles, but it's getting to work. It's loving what you do. So the Ace of Wands, like I was saying with the Nine of Wands over here, and again, the Nine of Wands is a completion. It's individual completion. And I love that, like, you know, we go from the Nine of Wands to right to the Ace of Wands, because this last push, the determination that you've had, the resilience, or really kind of putting a lot of energy into the thing has paid off. So wands are about creativity, passion, you know, desire. So this would be that spark of that, something new showing up, or deciding to even go in a new direction. This could be, you know, and I said, I think that if you have too many irons in the fire, or, you know, if your plate is piled a bit too high, then the Eight of Cups is deciding to let go of some of those things, or one of those things. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be everything, but it would be enough to like open up space in order for this Ace of Wands to get going. And then we go to the Eight of Pentacles, like I said, right? The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastering a skill. And really it's like, and I love this depiction of it because it's really like, to me, it has this feeling of freedom, because, you know, there are multiple things on this table here, right? And it's kind of like you get to decide what you want to focus your time and energy on. But the Eight of Pentacles is also understanding that you need to put in time and practice in order to become an expert at something. There could be a craft that you really enjoy doing that, again, you know, I mean, there's this opportunity to extend a bit more time in doing. I also love the colors on this card too, just how vibrant it is, because I mean, even just look at the difference, like, you know, the colors on this the colors on this card, and then blam. It's like an explosion of creativity. I mean, you know, whatever you are doing or want to do, it could even involve just something that's like vibrant and colorful. And we need more color in the world. I read this article that was talking about how color is going away in design or something like that, because everybody designs with beige or gray or white. And after I saw that article, I was like, okay, I'm introducing more color into my house. I still wear nothing but black as far as clothes go, but as far as like my place, I'm like, I'm gonna try introducing more color. And then we have the Queen of Cups here, which is, I love, because we go from the Eight of Cups to the Queen of Cups, and again we have this Ace of Cups here. So, I mean, it could be that same cup, but the queen is when I talk about queens, it's when we embody the energy of the suit ourselves. So like we can recognize the energy within ourselves. And once we do that, like once we're filling our own cups, we're meeting our own needs, you know, self-care, self-love, self. Then it's like, you know, we're able to share that, or even help other people recognize that within themselves. And that's when we get to the Kings. But also, you know, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. There's an empath energy to it. So really kind of connecting in with your feelings, really connecting in with your intuition. There's this element of surrender here also, just with their body language. And again, you know, I just get this feeling of like peace, freedom. I don't know, like I feel like the Tauruses that I know, And I only know like a few, but I feel like there is an attachment to freedom. And maybe that's like a bull thing, I don't know. But it's like when you feel confined or if you feel trapped, it just, makes you nervous. Maybe even gets you in this energy, and maybe that's why. And I think I mentioned that at the beginning. This is even over here is like creative freedom to me. It's building your skill based on what you love, what you even love about yourself. So if you have even been, kind of on this journey about discovering yourself and radical self-acceptance, it could be that. I know I have, because I have a really hard time with that personally. And then we have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. The Hermit is a card of Virgo. So there could be a Virgo around you. You could have Virgo in your Virgo placements in your natal chart. But the Hermit talks about going within. It's a bit of a lone wolfy vibe, but it's allowing yourself to get quiet enough to hear yourself. Because really it's like only you know, or only you can determine what your path is going to be. And I love this because it's kind of like, through this journey, you are deeply connecting to your own path, what it is that you want to do. And I'm sure it has been a journey. And it still is, because part of that journey too is releasing what is no longer serving, which can be difficult. We have the 5 of Wands here. I mean, this could even be, there could be competition around you. This could even just be whatever kind of difficulties that you come up with, because not everything is going to be easy, unfortunately. And if you are trying to do something on your own, like start a business, start offering services, or, whatever the case may be, then it is going to take resilience and determination. All of these people are trying to reach this flame up here. The 5 of Wands, I also see that it's training for quote unquote battle, because when we get to the 6 of Wands, that's coming out victorious. So regardless of what's happening in here, the next card says that you are going to be successful in doing the thing. So I always think of Mulan, like when they are in warrior training, they're learning how to battle, right? And then they go to battle and then they win. That's the 6 of Wands. The training is the 5 of Wands. And it's also like I'm getting this vibe of don't compare yourself to other people, because you don't know where in their journey of the 5 of Wands they are. They could be this person already, but this person was this person at one point. This person was that person at one point. This person will eventually be this person, right? So, there's that saying something about comparison is the killer of creativity or something like that. Because if we start comparing ourselves to other people, it's like, forget it. They had, like what seems to me as overnight success, and I can't even get this thing off the ground. No, absolutely not. There's the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, there could be some sort of partnership here, but swords again having to do with our thoughts. They're sitting on top of a mountain. There's all these birds around, but this is, having a discipline of thought, really holding on to your why. I would also say that this person, would kind of have their ego in check, in the sense that they are aware of the thoughts and how our thoughts have such an impact on the decisions or even the risks that we take. The Queen of Swords has the Ace of Cups down here. So even though, and I wonder if it's even in, okay. So even though, the Ace of Cups is kind of locked away there, it's still present. They're also looking towards the future. So thinking forward, again, even with these two, right? There's this clarity of thought, like knowing exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it, right? This is like even kind of strategic planning. And then the Queen of Swords is the one that's like, okay, thinking forward, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? How am I going to embody that? Then we have the Three of Pentacles, working with other people, collaborating. Again, with the releasing with what no longer serves, because the Five of Cups, this is, even grieving a part of you that is holding you back. Because the Ace of Cups, again, I swear, how many times have I said the Ace of Cups? And it's not even on the table. But holding on to all of this good stuff, releasing what's holding you back, down the drain. Three of Wands, starting to head in a direction, starting to take actionable steps. There's also like a fun quality to this because they're going surfing. So of course, like just be sure to welcome in some fun along the way. The Hierophant being a guide, again, if you're offering services, but this could be counseling to some degree. This could just be taking all of the things that you've learned along the way, and implementing them, but also maybe even sharing them with other people. The Six of Pentacles, equal give and take, reciprocity, like the energy that you are putting out, you are getting back. It's an energy exchange, right? And with Pentacles, that has to do with money. So whatever you are offering, whatever you are putting out there, for one, be sure that you're charging appropriately. For two, people are going to pay for it. They will. And I'm going to leave it there. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Taurus. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.